Beyond the Instagram flex and trailhead bragging rights, do you actually need beadlocks? Let's unpack all that with some physics, some wrench time reality, and of course, a little TrailBuilt torque. What exactly is a beadlock? Bead is that thick, steel reinforced edge of your tire that's basically the handshake between rubber and rim. It's what keeps the tire seated nice and tight thanks to air pressure doing its job from the inside out. Kind of like a balloon jammed in a coffee mug. Now, on road at 35 PSI, no problem. That bead's locked in place like it's got rent control. But if you drop it down to 8 or 10 PSI, so you can crawl over those rocks, sand, or whatever terrain makes your heart sing, suddenly that pressure can't keep the bead in check. Your tire could pop off the wheel like a toddler yanking off their Crocs. That's called de-beading. So enter beadlocks, the mechanical hero of the off-road world. They clamp the bead to the wheel using a bolt-on outer ring, basically giving your tire a big steel bear hug. We're talking 20+ bolts saying, nope, you're not going anywhere, rubber buddy. It's like duct taping your tires to your wheels. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. The science behind beadlocks. Okay, time to put those nerd hats on, because this is where it gets juicy. The outer locking ring, it applies clamping force that has to overpower any force trying to pop that bead off. Those bolts, yeah, they're doing some serious work. Each one gets torqued to about 8 to 12 foot-pounds, and they all need to be even. That is so crucial. You can't have one slacker letting the others carry the load. Now, let's talk friction. Rubber on aluminum gives you a grippy little miracle. We're talking a coefficient of friction between 0.5 and 0.7. But there's a catch, and there's always a catch. Those bolts go through the bead area, meaning they can become little air-leaking gremlins if not sealed properly. Beadlocks might keep your tire on the wheel, but they're not great at keeping air in it. If you think beadlocks are a one-and-done upgrade, welcome to the relationship phase. Before every ride, torque check those bolts. After every ride, torque check again. It's that serious. It's a constant torquing situation. Oh, and balance? Forget about it. Beadlocks add weight, especially if you go steel ring, and that means your tire tech's gonna give you the look when you show up. Luckily for you, we'll take care of it at TrailBuiltOffroad.com. Bottom line though, beadlocks are like owning a high-performance dog. They're freaking awesome, but only if you're cool with regular feeding, regular walks, and of course, poop duty. So DOT of compliance, the legal gray zone. Most traditional beadlocks are not DOT approved for street use. Why not, you ask? Well, because if one of those 20+ bolts backs out at 70 miles per hour, it could turn into a roadside ninja star. So beadlocks live in this weird legal gray area limbo. There are DOT compliant beadlock style wheels, usually like a hybrid or internal locking system, but traditional old school bolt-on beadlocks, technically only trail use only. So if you're daily driving with beadlocks, just know that you're rolling in through a gray area. So if the maintenance and legal drama are turning you off, don't worry. There are some slick alternatives. Introduce the Method Race Wheels Bead Grip technology. Method's got a patented system called Bead Grip that forgoes the locking ring altogether. Instead, the wheel bead seat has aggressive ridges and grooves that literally bite into your tire's bead, like Velcro for rubber. This design cranks friction way up and lets you air down safely to like 10-12 PSI, all while staying DOT compliant and street legal. So Icon's InnerLock system tackles bead security from inside the barrel, a little bit different from Bead Grip and a little bit different than your normal beadlock. A precision machined billet aluminum ring traps the inner bead, combining with an O-ring seal to keep air in and leaks out. So no external bolts, a slick OEM look, less tire flex, and protection for the often forgotten inner bead during hard side loads. They are fully DOT compliant and street legal with way less maintenance drama. So are beadlocks worth it? Like, let's talk about the money side of things, because let's be honest, that usually plays a really big role. Traditional beadlocks, well, those are typically gonna cost you anywhere from $400 to $700 per wheel. Method's Bead Grip tech, on the other hand, you're looking at anywhere between $300 to $400 per wheel on average, and they're DOT compliant and ready for that daily drive. Icon's InnerLock system sits anywhere between $200 to $300 per wheel. If you're just a weekend warrior hitting fire roads or moderate trails, a solid traditional wheel with proper airing technique will get you like 90% of the benefit with 10% of the headache. So think hard about your trails, how low you air down, your willingness to torque bolts, and if you actually daily drive on the street. If you're still stuck, drop your rig setup and tire size in the comments. We'll help you sort it out. And if you want beadlocks or those slick alternatives, check out TrailBuiltOffroad.com. We've got your back with the best gear. and we'll make sure and mount and balance them for you to get you started. So torque those bolts, air down smart, and keep your rig ready to tackle whatever trail comes your way. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Stay dirty and keep it trail built.